Welcome everybody to Sin City Living. My name is Jason and I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. We have a ton of content for you guys coming out every single week, every single day generally. Occasionally miss a day like I did during the rodeo that is still ongoing right now. And I hope all of our patrons out there are appreciating the patron-only exclusive videos we're putting out with the dice class, putting one out every couple of weeks. And if you're curious about that, go ahead and check the description down below. Once I get this whole live stream thing figured out, I'm probably going to do a live stream on the patron site as well. One on the regular site, one on the patron site. I do have the new computer for it. Theoretically, I have everything ready. I'm just so busy currently with this rodeo. And one of our fans asked a question a little while back about ways to tip us, to show appreciation to us without having to sign up as one of our patrons. And at the time we did not have any way of doing it, but I have managed now to get us signed up with a site called Buy Me a Coffee. As I'm sure some of you guys have noticed from some of our videos, Louie and I are both pretty heavy coffee drinkers. So if you're curious about that as well, go ahead and check down below in the description as well. We would definitely appreciate any cups of coffee you're willing to pick up for us. And don't forget to email us with any strategies, questions, suggestions, anything at all. We love shooting those videos for you guys. I actually haven't gotten a new email in about 2 weeks. And also, don't forget, anybody that may be interested in one of the small Sin City Living neons that we have, just email us that as well, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get into today's episode. So for today's video, we're going to do a quick little Crossfire episode, and we're just going to talk about Sin City Living. We're going to talk about the channel and what we've done so far, what we plan on doing, what we hope to eventually do, our motivation. So, and this kind of comes off of one of our fans, I think it was Tio, that sent a bunch of questions to me, and then Louie also shot a video off of the same questions. And it kind of got me thinking about just how this started. So it's actually kind of funny, and I mentioned this in my video, but we used to be associated with another YouTube channel, filmed a few videos for it. They were actually really popular, although they did end up getting taken down and kind of revamped, and we're not associated with them anymore. They're good people. We just had different ways of looking at things, different ways of doing things, so we just kind of split off. And so Louie contacts me during the lockdown, after the lockdown.
No, we contacted during the lockdown too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you brought this up after the lockdown because I remember the stocks that I had done.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
Louie asked me if I ever thought about doing it, and I brushed him off. Like, no, not really. Too expensive. And then it just got me thinking. And then I just took a look, and as I mentioned in the other video, when we first locked down, I had a little bit of spare cash, a few $100,
right,
and I sank it into some stocks, some casino stocks, because when the lockdown happened, like MGM stock went from 35 a share down to 5 and under. So I invested a few hundred into various casino stocks, just knowing they were going to eventually we were going to reopen. And I figured the big ones were going to be fine, and they would have the money to reopen. So when I really started thinking about it, probably because I remember we started this we started buying things in December. So I really started thinking about it probably around November. So these stocks have just been sitting there for 5 months, and the casinos have been reopened for 3 or 4 months at this point. And I took a look at them, and it was a few $100 had turned into a few thousand.
Whew.
And coincidentally, all the equipment that we needed to actually start the channel happened to be a few thousand. A little bit more than a few thousand, but Louie also had some money that he was able to split off.
Right.
So we said, the hell with it. We started buying stuff, figuring out how we were going to do it. We buy equipment and go, yeah, this ain't going to work. And we have to buy more equipment. Or we'd get the craps table set up and go, we don't have enough chips. So let's order some more chips.
Yeah.
And
I remember you had, you had like 2 briefcases. I brought a briefcase, and then we had to get more briefcases.
Plus we had all the old ones we had when we were practicing.
Yep.
So then we started the channel and figured, let's see what happens. They say it's about 2-year average to hit the 1,000 subscribers, and we ended up doing it in about 6 months.
Yeah.
even that was kind of funny because we started out with just a few videos.
Yeah.
And we posted them up, and as I mentioned in the other video, when it comes to things like editing, I know sometimes we get comments about the volume or the editing. And
Right.
again, I work 40 hours a week. He works 40 hours a week. Got a wife, kids. This channel takes me 20, 30 hours a week. Being able to learn how to professionally edit, I mean, we learned some very, very, very bare bones basic editing. Got some very basic programming.
I think in the early on videos, you could tell if you whether you edited something or whether I edited something. You could tell.
Yeah, now I do all the editing.
Now he does all the editing. Yeah.
So, so it's just, the bare bones, what we can learn, and then, put out a few videos, and we're just watching, and we got a few subscribers because of friends, family, stuff like that.
Right, word of mouth.
We're watching, and nothing's really happening. It's like, what's going on? So then I kind of did an experiment, and I put up, because I was putting up like 3 videos a week, or 2 videos a week. So I did an experiment, I put up a video a day. And all of a sudden our views shot up. And our subscribers, we started getting a few more subscribers every day. So then I tried putting up 2 videos a day. And then I started really learning how to use the analytics and stuff like that. And we discovered, I was able to find the days that had the most viewers, and we just target those. That's why you guys notice, like on the weekends, there's only 1 video, sometimes no video. And that's simply because on the weekends, we have the least amount of people watching the channel. So we save our best stuff for Sunday night, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhat on Thursday. But yeah, we did hit our 1,000 subscribers, which was a huge milestone.
Oh yeah.
Very quickly. I'm sure you guys noticed that there are ads. There were ads on the channel actually before we hit the 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
We just didn't get anything out of it. So we did a little bit of a cut of that. We're still pretty deep in the hole. We definitely haven't made a profit on the channel. But that doesn't.
No, but it's all right. We're having a good time.
And even what little profit we do make, we want to turn around and put it back.
Put it right back in.
So some of our goals moving forward. One, the live streaming. I want to add live streaming to it. I finally, hopefully, have solid enough equipment. Had to buy a very high-end computer to be able to handle everything. But I have all the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to do another test live stream as soon as I can, and then hopefully we can get that going.
Right.
We do plan on adding roulette. And we've talked about how if we do it, we want to do it right. And a real roulette table is about $2,000 or more.
That's just for the table.
And a real roulette wheel is about $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah.
But I was doing some research into it, and we want to do it right, and we don't want to do it shoddy. But there are like fold-out leg roulette tables, kind of like this. This is not a casino quality blackjack table. We eventually will do that.
Yeah, we'll get one of those.
And wooden casino-sized, almost casino quality wheels. Roulette wheels that both of them individually are about $400 or $500. So for less than $1,000, we will be able to do roulette. So as soon as we're able to afford this equipment, we're gonna, because it's not just roulette, by the way. It's not just the table and the wheel. We have to get speed checks because these regular checks just aren't going to work.
Right, we got to get real chips.
Plus to show and teach how to do, like, what's it called, checking up, or when you make the speed check worth $5.
Change? Check change?
No. Because the speed checks are worth $1, but when you like mark it on the wheel, so it shows that color is worth $5.
Well, actually, chips. The chips have no monetary value, right? So until you put the little the chip in the I forget what it's called. It's like a little rack, and then right above it, you put the denomination to signify what it is. I forget what it's called too.
I can't remember what it is, but I don't do. He deals with that. I don't deal with that. But I know all the payouts, but you don't want to see me spin the damn ball. But yeah, we're gonna add roulette. But again, it's not just the wheel and the table. So that 1,000, but
the balls too.
The ball,
the marker.
The marker. So we got to get a few things there. We also want to add, we're going to add slots. We're going to add Keno, video poker, some slots. That's also going to be about $50 or so, because we're going to actually buy a machine. We're going to start with just one, but we're actually going to buy a real machine, just to use one, but a former casino machine. So we definitely have big plans. We're going to continue to expand out the channel as much as we can, keep having fun with it. I think
Excuse me.
roulette will be about the most we'll be able to add without shifting locations from my garage.
Well.
Because I don't think we could fit anything. Roulette alone is going to be...
Another table, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be... I'm just looking around going, yeah, I don't know where.
Yeah, we'd have to like set something aside.
Yeah, but I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll definitely get that added in. And eventually, we'll get a full-size, full-blown craps table, a real full-size roulette table, all that. But those are probably years down the road.
Yeah.
Again, it's a big money sink there. So yeah, and hopefully over time we can start doing things like maybe we attend some of the conventions or concerts, and get some videos going from those.
Right.
Restaurants. I've actually reached out to some of the casinos asking if I could just do interviews with like casino managers and stuff like that. We're not quite big enough yet to really get their interest, but hopefully eventually we're able to do that as well.
We're still relatively new.
Yeah,
we've only been on the YouTube for what, maybe a year?
Not even a year.
Not even a year, yeah.
We will hit the year mark in February.
Gee, there you go.
Our first video posted in February of 2029. So yeah, we still got a ways to go on that. But
oh yeah.
We definitely we want to add more than just gambling. Now, of course, we're gambling focused, but this is Las Vegas. It's gambling focused for the most part. But we want to add so many other things, restaurants and concerts and entertainment. And
maybe a vlog one day.
To do maybe a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, this channel is going to be around until I keel over of old age, which
it's coming up soon. He's kind of old.
But kind of. But this young whippersnapper might take it over.
You never know.
But yeah, I mean, it's been fun. We're going to try and get some. We're going to try and get like T-shirts and hats and stuff like that. And we already have the lights. And,
right.
And we just want to keep adding to it. We just want to keep making it better, better, better for you guys. And maybe I'll be able to get some time to get better at video editing and audio, especially editing. I watched the tutorials for the program I used, but my brain threw up, and that was it.
Oh,
so.
Maybe one day we'll actually get guests. We've been talking about like for a long time. We haven't had any guests, but
that is true. That is true.
Maybe one day we'll get guests.
We definitely have a lot of people that we could feature with some great stories.
Oh, great stories.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's Sin City Living in a nutshell, guys.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the channel?
It's fun. It's fun to do. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. Like, I mean, granted, even if we only had maybe a couple hundred subscribers this time around, I'm sure we'd still be just cranking out videos, having a great time. We do it for the fun of it. We like what we do. We love what we do. He spends so much time, filming videos, editing, responding to you guys. So.
Yeah, I get off work at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm usually then in my garage till about 7 in the morning, and then on the computer editing till 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And then it's take the kid to school, finish the editing, take a nap,
Yeah.
Go to work.
See, me, not so much. I live across town, and I don't have a steady schedule anymore. It's tough.
Yeah, but we'll get there, guys. We will get there. This will continue growing.
Wouldn't be possible without you guys either, though.
Ton of fun. So we've already met a few of our fans. So we hope to continue that and maybe increase that as well. Although, as we've mentioned in the past, we do keep our work and the channel very, very separate. So that's why we've never answered that question.
Where do we work? Yeah.
And people that have come across, I don't know about you, that have come across me at work. Of course, I say hi. They go to the channel and say, "Oh yeah, hey, thanks for watching,"
Right.
and then I move on. I move on. I'm working anyway.
Right.
I get involved in the game because they're
separate.
I'm trying to keep them very, very separate.
Right.
And yeah, if you guys have any questions, we have fun shooting this kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
definitely let us know. And otherwise, I'm Jason with Sin City Living.
I'm Louie
With Sin City Living as well.
with Sin City Living.
And we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye now.
So, as I promised, I wanted to go over very briefly our upcoming attempts at a third test live stream. So what's happened so far? The first test live stream just flat didn't work. The problem that I had was a was an equipment problem. I had an equipment problem in that the equipment that I was using to translate the camera into streamable video to the computer required a better USB port than the computer I was using at the time. So that one just flat failed because it would not translate into the computer. The computer would not pick it up, would not read it, so I wasn't able to live stream it. So then, as I was looking through, because I'm a little bit of a tech head, as I was looking through all of my other stuff, because I do have 4 laptops here and 3 computers, I did find one that actually did have the newer style USB port. Unfortunately, it was actually my oldest laptop, but I figured, what the heck, let me give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? And this time around, when I fired everything up, the video was actually translating onto the computer, so things were looking better. But then when I attempted to live stream, the computer was not powerful enough to be able to translate it and then upload it sufficiently. So it basically just uploaded a blank screen for the live stream. So what I am going to have to do is, and I'm already looking into all of my options, I'm going to upgrade my computer so I can add, what, a 7th, 8th computer to my household. And I'm going to go much, much higher, and I'm going to get a computer that is far more than I need for this, far, far, far more powerful than I need for this. That way, any future upgrades that I may do, the computer will be able to handle it. So unfortunately, this computer is going to cost me about 25% more, about 25% of what I've already laid out in all the equipment for this channel. So it wasn't something I could just instantly buy. I'm probably looking at Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So hopefully I have it within the next couple of weeks, and then I'll do another test live stream and see if I can go from there. So I will definitely do at least one weekly live stream on our Patreon because they're the ones that are really helping us get this computer. And the other equipment that I'm going to get, because I figure if I'm buying the computer, I might as well buy the most high-end capture cards and things along those lines, get everything as good as possible, and then hopefully eventually get a better microphone for you guys. So yeah, that's where we stand on the live stream. As soon as I have the computer and I do the test, which will be in a few weeks, like I said, got to order it in a week or two, then I have to wait for it to ship. Plus, we have probably the biggest event of the year coming up, the NFR National Finals Rodeo. So I'm basically working 2 weeks straight, as is my wife. So not going to have a whole lot of time. But once we get all that under control, then we'll figure out. There's been some schedule changes to myself, some schedule changes to my wife, and some upcoming schedule changes to my wife as well. So hopefully we can get all the scheduling figured out so I know when I'll be able to live stream as well. My initial plan of Thursdays at 6 o'clock is already out the window. I'm at work at that point now. So we will get it all figured out, and we will let you guys know, I promise. And otherwise, I hope you guys have found this interesting, enlightening, illuminating, or at least just plain fun. And we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.